time, y'all. Like, I have not seen y'all in a while. I'm so excited. I'm trying to just make sure I have all the power in my screen. But we are live. I'm about to check us out on Facebook. Welcome to the party. Tozo, let's go, let's go, let's go. And so I'm your girl, Inga Nykole. You already know what we do. We are helping you create multiple streams of income in the automotive industry. So I'm going to, first of all, check to see where Marty is. I'm going to make sure that we are live in the chat. Y'all see this thing going around because I'm using this new software, but I've never used it before. So this is absolutely my first time. And so I'm gonna put y'all's free gift in the chat, and I'm about to send this link to Marty and tell him to get on our live. Y'all already know how we are doing this, and so y'all know, like, I'm so excited. Toes on. All right, so listen. Tonight we're actually going to talk about something. So we are going to talk about tonight the seven. I'm seven, like the seven. I'm so excited. The smallest part, the toe, y'all. If you're in the toe in the automotive industry, the toe is the smallest part. Wait, enter picture and picture automatically. Yes, allow on every visit. Boom, boom. Y'all, the toe is the smallest part of the money. It's 7 ways. Tonight, we're only going to talk about 7 ways to get to the money. All right. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. But I want you to know, like, you're in the right place at the right time. The Toe Zone was created during COVID to help people find their way through the automotive industry. Literally, y'all, here's what we did. We were sitting in our house. I will never forget it. My favorite house. Like, I love this house. I don't even know how to stop sharing. I'm going to figure that out in a second. Hold on. Let me come back. All right, cool. When we were in our house during COVID and we decided to make sure, like, we were like, yo, what are we doing? We were trying to go live. We were putting up our cameras. We had all these lights and all this stuff, right? And so we were doing all these things to try to make sure that our money stayed. And we found out that we found out, and I'm blurry, hold on. We found out that we were essential business. That meant that Boo Bear was allowed to be outside all day, working, tire changing. It was so crazy because how is people needing tires and like toes, but nobody was outside. But remember, the hospital workers were outside, food service workers was outside, teachers were kind of going into the classroom, but they weren't. It was so many things happening. And so we found that we was an essential business. And then we realized that the guys was like, it just became a challenging time in life. And so we realized that we needed to make sure that men had money, right? And so me and Boo Bear sat down and we was like, you know what? Let's do the Toe Zone. And I'm telling Boo Bear, jump on the live, jump on the live. He gonna slide in here, y'all, outside the field. Y'all already know he hype. Um, but we decided to make Toe Zone, and this is just for the people that don't know about the Toe Zone. But we decided that we were gonna come in here and just make it an amazing, amazing opportunity for people, y'all. When I say people was throwing money at us, this is before, like totally before even all these master classes and stuff. Y'all see, I ain't trying to say that we the go, but when I say that we had it cracking, like guys was sitting on the bench in the morning, like, yo, I got my 10 bands, I got 8,000. Teach me how to toe, teach me. When I say thank God, and let's shout out to the guys that I can remember off the top of my head. And let me make sure on YouTube that we are live. I'm looking. If we're not, I'm gonna make sure I'm just clicking on it to make sure. Oh, there we go, y'all. We look good. What's up? And so, hey, Vanessa, what's going on? Perfect truck. Hey, guys, thank you for coming back to the party. I'm so excited, right? Share it to your friends. But you guys, when I want to shout out, like True Towing is in the building. True Towing is in Newcastle, Delaware. That's Ralph. And then we have, oh, was my Boo Bear. Hey, Boo Bear. Oh, we outside. Welcome to the Toast Home. We back outside. You feel me? Hey,
Right.
Boo Bear,
Toes
what's
on,
up?
man. We out here. We back.
No, Boo Bear. So you guys, Boo Bear is out here, and so we are live. This is our first week. It's like who knows where he went. I won't claim him, but y'all, I'm so excited. Sorry. But shout out to True Towing, right? Let's shout out to he's in Newcastle, Delaware. Shout out to Top Dog. Ain't no party like a Top Dog party. So shout out to Top Dog in Tampa, Florida. You got ATL Buck. Listen, ATL Buck is the guy that toes in his flip flops. If y'all go on our YouTube channel, you'll see some of these guys that are on here that are a part of the network, like all over the country. So ATL Buck and his wife Benita, they're gonna be out there. She's in a video today in her flip flops towing. Isn't that a trip, y'all? But they get it done in the heat. Buck loves parts. He loves recycling parts, tearing stuff down. He's really getting into catalytic converters. Like I heard he had a bag out there. I ain't saying he got it, but I'm definitely sure that he has it going on out there. Who else we got? I know we got Kevin. I want to say that's Buck's brother. Long's Towing. I think he's in, Florida or Alabama. I can't remember. Shout out to my man. Les is the best in Baltimore. Like, guys, there's so many people. And as we're going along, I'm going to remember who the people are in the network. And maybe Boo Bear's going to come back. I'm going to tell Benita to get on the live and slide up in here. Let me send her. Hold on. Let me see. Copy. And Benita, jump on the live and jump on, sis. I'm sending her the link, told her to jump on so she could come on. And guys, just everybody, even to Vanessa that's out here, we have rental cars, shift car rentals, and she's renting cars. She used to. I think she got her own thing going on, and she's about to learn. But it's just so much going on in the toe zone, and so I'm so excited to be here. I'm just like literally all over the place. Let me see the comments. I'm showing the comments where we're going to put them at. Vanessa's here. Hey, girl. Hey. And who else we got? We got who's that? Perfect Touch 999. That's my birthday, first of all. 9113. What's going on? Who else we got here? Hey, 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 you already know what it is. You already know what it is. And so, y'all, let's just get into it. Are you ready? So I wanted to bring back the toe zone so that we can make sure that we were sharing and that we were talking and making sure that everybody was having what they want. And I'm looking at all the stuff. Okay, full screen, let's go. And so here's what we're going to do tonight. I know I had some slides going on and I got to make sure that they're even still there. So I'm going to share my screen because it's important that y'all know that even you don't have to have a tow truck to make money. You do not have to have a tow truck to make money. You could get money like literally in your car. I don't want to say on a bike, but you kind of like could sort of like get money on your car too. And so I just want to make sure that y'all know the ways that we can get money. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to share tonight. All right. And so I'm making sure that my screen is working. Y'all, we look so good. I'm so proud of us. And so let me tell y'all, I want to show y'all real quick tonight. What we were going to talk about is that there are 7 paydays that you can get. It is more than 7 paydays, but I'm just going to talk about 7 of them, right? So I'm moving my face up out of the way. This is our weekly live. We're going to be here every Thursday, 7 o'clock. I'm not going to be late. I will try to be on time. And I'm going to slow down talking. It's not just you don't have to have a tow truck to do this business, y'all. You do not have to have a tow truck to do this business. This is the automotive industry. 7 or more ways, like multiple streams of income in the automotive industry. All right. So let me calm down a little bit. And so I'm just going to get into it. And so let's see if I can hit it. All right, boom. So one vehicle does not have to equal one payday, y'all. This is a big idea that we have. This is the way that we help with the business to make in the industry to make sure you know, like you can skin a cat in a whole 100 different ways. All right. And so what happens to the vehicle after the tow? This is where people begin to see the entire money trail, not just from the first transaction, y'all. It's money. Just think of one car or one tow. We're going to say one car, one tow. But when you tow a car, y'all, it's so many different reasons that you can tow a car, right? And so if you're thinking about getting in the industry, if you're thinking about there's stuff that you want to be able to do, that you want to be able to make more money, that you've been trying to figure out it in. And listen, there's more ways than this. This is just what we have time for today, but 7 ways that a car can pay you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about tonight. So imagine you had a tow truck or you didn't have a tow truck, however you have it. But if you're in the industry and you're thinking, how am I going to do this? Like, how am I going to make money in the automotive industry? Because we see cars every day, all day, right? How do we do that? So the first thing is a tow fee. All right. You already know you tow the car. You don't have to have a tow truck. Listen, you can have a dually. I got our guy Les is the best out in Baltimore. He has a dually. I think Top Dog has a truck, a dually. This is like a pickup truck that you could put like a wheel lift kind of on the back to be able to lift the car up. So you can have a tow fee. Y'all, the tow zone is all about putting tows that come into our network in the air, right? And so what happens is somebody will come and they'll have a tow, and we'll literally, if we're not able to get it, we say, hey, can you do this tow? It's like being a network provider. So you might be just like the lead to tell somebody like, there's a tow, can you do it? You give the fee, you give that driver a fee, you collect the fee, you pay the driver, you keep the change, right? You can hustle the tow in this industry. And I kind of like super duper love that, right? Storage fees. You might have a yard, y'all. You might have a yard, or you got the car and you got to drop it off somewhere, or you have extra space in your yard, your backyard, the side of your house, the shop, somebody you know. You can charge for storage fees. Storage fees, guys, is a way to make money. And I'm going to talk more about it. The impound, right? Impound administration, someone's car, and admin, meaning like the fees that you get from the impound. I'll go more into that. Title recovery, vehicle resale. We got a class that we're going to offer for that today. Roadside contracts, disaster relief. Let's talk about the tow fee. So inside of the tow fee, guys, I want you to think about it like this. $100 to $500 per tow, maybe even more. You guys, I know that somebody out there has got their car towed before and has had to pay a couple $1,000 to get your car out. It's obvious, right? The obvious first payday that your car is going to go from point A to point B. You could be a standard accident, towing off of somebody's private property. It could be an accident tow, y'all. Accident tows are dope. Accident tow, like you crash, crunch, 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 right? Glass flying, tires going everywhere. It's just crazy, right? Kick the dirt. That's 200. Pour down some kitty litter to get the grease out the street. That's another 200. Lift the car up in the air on your winch if you got a tow truck. That's like $50, $75. There's so much money inside of one tow, right? Then you have to track what kind of tow. Did you use a flatbed? Did you use a trailer? Did you use your dollies? Did you use your skates? If you're in the industry, then you know what I'm talking about. You racking on fees to this tow. You're not just towing a car, like everything. They don't have a key. That's $40, right? You gotta unlock them out. That's even more money. There's so much money that's available to you inside of a tow. And so just make sure you know that you can get this done. Like, we don't play no games over here when we're talking about getting money. So tracking the tow, and these are things that we'll talk about. There's money in the tow, y'all, outside of that. Storage fees, we was talking about it. So imagine I know there's yards out there that might charge like $100 to park the trucks. I know if you don't have a yard, you got a tow truck, you might have to find you a convenience store, Home Depot, parking lot, big lots, wherever it is. And they charge you extra money to park your tow truck there or to park your equipment there. Guys, if you have a yard, a small yard, a parking lot, listen, I know in the back of our yard in Delaware that we used to have, that we had spaces for $200 a month. Right? Each car, $200, 20 spaces, 200 times 20, you do the math, right? Our yard now here in Hampton, Virginia, we have a new yard. Back over there, we can charge $100, $200, $100 a month, $100 a week, whatever it is that you want to charge. But you can charge, and it says 25 to 100, but you literally can rack this up. You literally can rack this up in money. And so real quick, I want to take a quick sidebar and make sure I see who's here. Make sure, y'all, that you are sharing. I'm telling people to share right now. Make sure that you are sharing and telling people that we hear, that you're commenting in the chat and all of that. But there's so much money out here in these storage fees. So I just want you to know that there's different ways that you can make money besides just sitting here. Different ways. Like, there's no reason that anybody in the industry should not have money flowing. It's too many ways. Shoot, we didn't even talk about tire sales. Shoot, taking the parts off. Like if your husband is handy and he could take off I want to say carburetor so bad, but you can take off alternators and do all kinds of other stuff. Guys, y'all could do some really cool things. And guess what? Sometimes insurance companies will call you and ask you, do you have storage space? You don't even have to do the tow, y'all. They'll have somebody like IAA or AAA bring the car to you as long as you have space. Another thing that we did, Ralph, True Towing out in Delaware a couple years ago, there was these, those big things that come when you are, it's like a counter inside the yard. It looks like a light, or it's like a big device. You know what I'm talking about, but it sits in the middle of the parking lot, usually in one of the parking spaces in the way. But it's something that counts the cars inside the parking lots at grocery stores, Wawa's. Ralph was literally having a contract where they were shipping these things, bringing them down from Jersey or New York, wherever they was. He would have to store them in the yard for a couple of days. Then he would deliver it to the Wawa up the street, set it up, and get paid for storage, for delivery, for pickup, for drop off, for setup, and to make sure it's right, and to put the PIN number, to drop the code, and all this stuff. All this stuff, y'all, that you could get paid for because of the toy and automotive industry. So don't sleep on this industry, right? Impound and admin, right? So $250 to $250 plus per vehicle if you impound a car. So here's how it goes. The scenario: they'll call you and say, "Hey, we have a tow, an accident tow. It's not far from your yard. It's Friday, but our truck can't be there to pick it up till Tuesday. Can you pick up this car, or can you store this car for us?" You say yes. So you literally store this car, y'all, on your yard for whatever you say. Insurance don't care. They don't care what your fee is. They may even try to negotiate with you. If you say $200, Friday night 200, Saturday night 200, Sunday night 200, Monday night 200, that's $200, $400, $600, $800 for you doing nothing but opening your gate and pointing over there. Park right there. Money, y'all. Money for you to do that. You feel me? There's a lot of money that's extra inside of this industry off of just one car or one tow. Title recovery. This is something that we're going to be showing soon. There are ways that you can get the title. A lot of people don't have their title. They don't know where it is. They can't find it. They bought the car without the title. They found it at an auction. It was on fire. Somebody left it. Look, I don't care. There's a lot of ways for you to be able to get money from title recovery. We start at $2.99 and up. Once we get the title for you, depending on the because you do have to pay taxes and depending on the process that we had to take to get the title, sometimes over $2,000 for nothing. Okay, let me not say nothing in case somebody needs a title, but for literally going online, typing it in, waiting like 30 to 45 days, going to the next step, hitting up the DMV, getting that title, boom, they got their car. You got to do all kinds of checks. You got to learn how to do this. Like you got to do, it's called NVIS or something like that, NVW something something. But it's like the national system where you have to make sure the car's not stolen, make sure there's no liens on it. Speaking of which, we had a car one time that had a lien on it. We towed the car, impounded it. It had a lien on it, right? When the lien came, we called the bank to ask them, do they want the car? We don't think they're going to want it. They wanted the car. They asked us how much the car was. We had the car for months, y'all. I'm talking about months and months and months. And this is like back to impounds. When I say we had this car for months, they said how much? I told them it was like 15,000 because it really was. Like by the day, storage, and waiting, it was like almost a year. They negotiated with us down to like $8,000. We didn't do nothing except tow the car. But once the car came in, we was able to get that money back because of the impound, right? Title recovery, same thing, because you are the one to do that paperwork for somebody. There's nothing to do. You ain't got to tow a car. You don't do nothing. You don't even got to meet the people in person. They can do all this online. You're going to make money from it, starting at $300. That's just for you to do the work. If the title goes through, it does. If it doesn't, you did your best, right? You don't have to give a refund. You're doing the work for them that they, quite frankly, maybe they can look it up on ChatGPT or Gemini or something like that. But they didn't. You did, and so you get paid for that. You feel me? Right? Vehicle resale. All right, y'all. And so the class that we're going to be having, one of the first offers that we're going to have for you is for you to be able to learn how to flip cars. Y'all, Facebook Marketplace is your friend. If they still have, what is it called? Angie's List, Craigslist, Offer Up, all the places, local auctions, IAA, neighborhood auctions, online auctions. There are so many places for you to get cars. You don't have to spend a fortune on a car to flip a car. You're here to make money. We believe in low points of entry. So the lower it is to get in, the more money we can flip it for. I'm driving a Mercedes right now that my boo bear paid like $300 for. That's probably worth like $8,000. There's a Charger outside that, or a Challenger on there. I get them mixed up, but there's a Challenger outside right now that I don't know, it was like $1,500, but it's worth like $10,000. And so you could flip cars. I bought my mama a car for a couple $1,000 and it's worth like $9,000. It's a rental now, you know? And so you can flip cars if you learn, like, especially to my ladies that's here. If you're a stay-at-home mom, you got some stuff going on in your life and you're just like, you want to be able to make extra money with the time that you have. This is something easy. I could teach you. We literally in our class, we teach you how to set custom alerts using ChatGPT to find the cars, for the cars to be able to come to you and you be able to flip them. You ain't got to fix it. You ain't got to do nothing. You buy it, you post it, you sell it. That's it. Buy it, post it, sell it. That's what we do. That's how you do this. Super, super simple. These are different ways. And all of these, y'all, over some time, we're going to be expanding on. We're going to be expanding on and making sure that you know the different ways to make money. If you hanging with us, I'm telling you, there ain't nobody hanging with us that's not getting no money. I'm telling the truth. And money is not all things, right? But you certainly need it to live. You need it for your water, to eat, to feed your kids, to go on vacation, to do something, to keep your wigs together. You need this money, right? And we're showing you ways to be able to get the money for your business. I even do grants. We didn't talk about that, but I even offer grants. And so that's just that. Roadside assistance contracts, guys, you don't need a truck to do this. You do not need a truck to do this. You need a phone. You need a little bit of organization, some paperwork. I hear Boo Bear somewhere. Hey, Boo Bear, I know you're here. I believe he's here. Let me come back. Please, got it. All right, cool. Oh, hey. What's up? What's up? I heard you. Have you guys, what she say? Vanessa said, you
Yeah,
guys have inspired us so much. I do just have one car right now, of course, but inspired tonight. I came to learn more. Yes. This is what we doing. What's up, Boo Bear? We in the middle. I heard your phone crack a lack. What's going on?
yeah, my battery died.
His battery, you guys. You said your battery?
Yeah, my battery.
Oh
It
yeah.
ain't keep
You can
already
also
working.
listen in. You could. I sent you the link to the live if you just want to go on the live if you don't want to. You're behind the scenes, so you're on the live too. Our studio is jumping, right? What you think? Hey, you like it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
like
looks
it.
pretty cool. I like it too. I like it too. Maybe I
Yeah,
should
it's
try to
pretty
give you a
cool.
background. Huh?
Yeah,
I don't know how to give you a
yeah, that's
background.
pretty
Let me
awesome.
see. I'm seeing if I could give Marty a background, but I can't. Oh well. All right. Well, we were just talking about all the ways to make money in the tow zone, why we started, how we do this, and how they can get involved. What you got to say? What's going on out there?
Yeah, well, it's like I said, it's definitely multiple ways to make money in the towing industry. It's a guy actually pulled up on me the other day when I was at the gas station. He was asking me, about the business and about what truck is better, getting a rollback or getting a wrecker. And so I gave him my opinion, and my opinion was get a rollback because you can just do much more with a rollback versus you don't have to tow a car. You can move anything. Transportation is transportation, and transportation is one thing that will never die. So whether you transporting goods, transporting a vehicle, transporting medical equipment, something. It is just always needed. So I was telling him, I said, man, go with the rollback.
Yes, I love that. We were talking about even if you have a rollback, because some people feel like, oh, well, I can't get a rollback. But guess what? If even if you don't have a rollback, you could do it with other. Some guys are using what do you call it, a dolly. My blueberry is going to be kicked in and out. Guys, Marty said that you can have a rollback, but you don't even have to have that. So there's one guy that we have. What's it? What they call him? I want to say top of the line, but better than the rest. Tony better than the rest. He uses like, yo, you can have a truck, go to Home Depot and buy you a trailer for the day. There are ways to get this money. Get you a trailer for the day, and you could be towing a car, a pickup truck, a trailer for the day. Get that car up on there. You can do this. Like there's no excuse that you could do this. And we'll wait for Marty to find his way back in here. And so I'm gonna go back to how we still continuing to get this money together, you guys. And so I love your comments. Keep commenting. I definitely got something to give y'all after we're done here. And so this is going to be super awesome. And I just love, love, love. But roadside assistance, y'all, you don't need a truck to do that. For roadside assistance, literally, all you need is a phone. And first of all, you can do a contract even if you only have a car. Vanessa, your van, somebody call. If you learn how to do lockouts, you can learn how to do jump outs. The lockout is when you stick the thing down there and jimmy it and do the shaking and all of that stuff. But the lockout is where you can literally do that from your car. You can pull up and jump somebody's battery in the middle of the night. Pull up and do a tire change without a tow truck. You can help somebody with a lockout. Get like a jump start and all the things that I said. Tap, knock a slap on a starter and get their car just rolling up the street. Right? You can do these things without having a truck, right? Then also roadside assistance. This is a contract that you have with different vendors, different companies. You guys think about having a contract with like apartment complexes, right? Think about being able, knowing that the apartment complex, you done seen that car sitting there with them flat tires for the last year. Tell your apartment complex that you have a deal with a towing company, or you have a towing company, or part of a towing company, work with one, whatever you got to say, and let them know that y'all could tow them cars, and they could set up contracts for you to tow the car. Y'all listen. Even if they only paid you $40, guess what? When you get the car where it's going, that's impound, right? That's paperwork. That's admin. That's calling in case that car has a lien to find out if they want the car or not, or if they can release that title to you or not. There's so many ways that you can get paid on roadside assistance. I'm talking about a Giro, Allstate, Geico, Progressive, Quest, Roll America, like USAA. There's so many. Google right now in your chat GPT. I want you to go to put in roadside contracts that I could get without a tow truck, and they'll help you. These contracts pay you guys. I know in our first week, probably month, honestly, no, the first week, our first week without even knowing anything about roadside contracts. It's a bit to navigate, but we'll teach you. But we literally made like $10,000 in our first week. Marty was out 24/7, honey, but we made the money. When I tell you, like, it is so super dope, the stuff that we could get done because of that, because of you having a roadside assistance contract. You feel me? And so I think that's pretty cool. Disaster relief. I love this. So, first of all, I love disaster relief, not just for towing, but for all industries. And a lot of people don't know this, but first of all, they'll give you a grant. They will give you the money to travel, right? They will give you hotels to sleep in. They will give you food to eat. You don't if you sell t-shirts or you're a cook or you are a vendor, sell wigs, shucks. When a disaster strikes, it wipes out everything, right? And when that disaster wipes out everything, that means that you literally can be paid to come and provide services that have been wiped out, because their goal in those communities is to get it back up to civilization. You can get long-term contracts for something that you love, for selling water, literally for selling water. You can get a roadside contract. You can get a disaster relief contract. This is the automotive industry without a tow truck. Shucks, this without no automotive either, for disaster relief contracts. Don't believe me? Look it up. Look it up. But you can do vehicle recovery, y'all. So when they have floods, right? The cars, we had a flood. We had a terrible flood one time in Delaware. And this flood literally covered, we lost our slingshot was covered. Marty's still driving it, but we recovered it. Our tow truck that was $100,000 was covered, like the top of the bed part, like right up to the nose of the truck, drenched in water, all kinds of electrical issues, but we found a way to even buy our tow truck back, y'all. Imagine a disaster wiped you out. We had a flood in Delaware. Our tow truck was totaled out because of water damage, electrical damage. Thank God that Marty and his friends know how to work on cars. We went from having $100,000 car payment, y'all, like it was like $1,500 a month, to no car payment. We paid for the truck after they totaled the car out. We paid to keep the truck, and we wind up paying $20,000 on $100,000, and our tow truck was free after that, still with a warranty. Still with a warranty. It's so many ways to freak this. So many ways. All you got to do is stay tapped in, and we're going to teach you. Somebody put in the comments how they do that, where they do that at. Literally, our slingshot totaled out, y'all. We was able to total it out, keep our slingshot. I'm gonna teach y'all. I'm gonna teach you how to buy back totaled cars. I'm gonna put that down. How to buy back totaled cars is a that's a lesson, right? I'll even get an insurance company on here. Hey, Boo Bear, how to buy back. Oh, I thought Boo Bear came back. How to buy back totaled cars, right? I'm gonna teach y'all how to do that. That is super freaking dope. Like, I love it. Want to being back inside the toe zone, y'all. And I'm just sending the link out so people know that we are live. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Give me a second. I won't say stuck on here. Let me look at you guys, see what y'all got going on. See if we got any new comments in the chat. Where we at? Let me say, what'd you say? That's one of our next, just got to get a plan together. Yeah, so I think that you could do that, Vanessa. I know that you can. And we've been talking about, Vanessa said pressure. We've been talking about doing this for a long time. And so we just got to pick one way. I think it's all about confidence. If we help you pick one way, having that one way is going to really take you to the next level of your business. Y'all, everybody in the comments right now, if you're here in the comments, say start. I literally want you to say start. Start. Put start in the comments, okay? When you put start in the comments, right, you're going to know. And I'm sending this text out real fast. Hold on. When you put start in the comments, right, that just means that there's no reason to keep just waiting. We're going to start. We're going to get this thing going, all right? So let me find my brother Chris. Where is he at? Boom, boom. This is my guy right here. I'm telling my bro, we outside in ATL. But I'm gonna get some people on the chat. Let me find some friends. Let me find some friends. Right? All right. So I just want y'all to know, she said pressure. I love that. It's crazy. All right, y'all. Let's go back. Let's go back. We in the zone. We in the zone. We in the zone. Disaster relief will pay you a lot of money. That's all you need to know. And you could do staging, subcontracting. Y'all could do, you can prepare healthy meals. Shoot, I don't care. But you could get money out here in the towing industry. Y'all, revenue is not profit. The money that you make, you might make $100,000, but that doesn't mean you made money. That means that I made $100,000, but what did it take for me to make the $100,000, right? I need labor. You might have to pay somebody to help you. You got to pay for gas. Gas is going to eat your ass up, right? You got to have equipment. You need a jump box. You need lockout kits. You need uniforms. You got to eat. So these are all the things that we put back into our business. Insurance. You might be working with subcontractors. You might have overhead if you have a shop or if you have a car payment. But there's some things that you need to know about being in business. Just because I'm making money, I'm doing somebody's taxes right now, y'all. They made $1 million. They're trying to refinance a house, right? So he's refinancing. I go to do his taxes. He has to have a certain amount of money, but after I did all of his expenses, he's spending like $42,000 a month for food in his restaurant. That $1 million got ate up just like that. Like somebody put the chomp fingers out. $1 million gone. He don't owe no money. He ain't made no money, but he's making money. Is that crazy or what? We do have overhead in our business, you guys. do have overhead. And so honestly, this is all about talking to us. I want you to find your money lane. And so I'm going to drop something in the chat, right? I want to give you something. It's the free Tozone money map, you guys. It is the free Tozone money map. This right here is something super cool for y'all. And let me share this tab instead. So the Tozone money map, I'm about to put the link in the chat for you. But this is for you to find your lane. It's for me. I'm sharing more lanes that are in the Tozone. Here's some of the guys we talked about. There's Top Dog and Dre and Ralph and Olga. There's Boo Bear, Kevin and his brother ATL. But phenomenal towing is in the building. But you're gonna go on this link I'm sending to you, and you're gonna get this free guide that you're able to download. And it's free. It's just for you. I'm gonna put it in the comments. How do I even do that? I'm gonna say get your free guide. Here's your free. Grab your free gift. I always give out something for free. Grab your free gift, right? Did I spell it right? Gift. Boom. There y'all go. It's in the comments. I hope. I think I put, oh yeah, there it is. It's in there, you guys. I hope y'all can see it. If you can't, I hope that you can collect it. But just put in the toe zone. Just put in the tozone.com. Go to inthetozone.com, and then you're going to be able to get that free gift. And I also put that in the comments for you too, right? There's one more thing I want to share with you guys. I got something. We talked about flipping that car, right? So I want to help you guys. Let me make sure I got this right. Share and boom. All right, so boom, check this out. So listen, the first masterclass that we're going to do in our community is going to be flip that car. If you want to learn how to flip cars, you don't need a whole bunch of money. You guys, y'all can start with some cars we bought $100, $200, $500. I think the most Marty has paid recently is like $1,500. But we're going to teach you how to flip some cars. You want to learn how to do that? If you want to learn how to flip, put flip in the comments. Flip that car in the comment. I'm about to put this in the chat too. This course is a paid course, of course, $97. I already gave you all a free gift. But you're going to learn how to find, evaluate the price, evaluate and price your next car once over. You're not a mechanic, but we're going to show you how to do it. If this class is for you, it's for first-time car buyers. It's for people that are already flipping cars. It's for people that are in the industry and just want to learn how to do things a little bit better, a little bit greater, right? So you're going to know where to find cars, how to build your business, meaning your boxes, like how to give yourself allowances so that you're able to make money. I'm gonna teach you. Marty's gonna teach you how to spot red flags for the car, looking up VIN numbers, where to look, what to do, how to find out if you should be concerned about a car. You're not gonna need nobody but you and your eyeballs for this, okay? You and your eyeballs for this. Teach you how to run those numbers. You're gonna price that car to sell. Then you're gonna have a system to do it: a landing page, a website, a funnel. Like you're gonna have all the stuff that you need. You're gonna be like, click right here, buy this car. I'm going to show you how to repost that car. And I'll also teach you the difference between being a private seller and versus a dealer and what the numbers look like. Even give you a plug to a car that you got running. And if the car is already running, I'm going to give you the link to where they will buy your car. You might buy a car for $500, right? But that car is still running. And let me put this in this link in the chat for y'all. That car is still running. Guess what? You could get money. You could get money for that car, right? And so I put that link in the chat. Join the, I'm typing y'all, the next masterclass. We'll be back on Thursday. Every Thursday, y'all, we'll be back again with some new hot stuff. So I put this in the chat, right? That's right, what I'm talking about. Start. Vanessa said start. That's what I'm talking about. Look, who's that? Big sis on fire. Hey, what's up? Hey, y'all. Hey, don't hate me. Yeah. Flip that car. That's what I'm talking about. Flip that car. You can subcontract. What'd you say? You can subcontract. Girl, yup. You can subcontract. We're subcontractors. You can subcontract roadsides. Would the money be worth it that way? Absolutely. You didn't do nothing. If you only got paid $50 for a phone call, right? You give out prices. We teach you that. Like you answer the phone. Hello. Thank you for calling Vanessa Towing. Vanessa and Curtis Towing, right? And Vanessa and Curtis, or Vanessa and Curtis Roadside Assistance, CVW, whatever you want. CVW is a good name. Clock that. CVW is the name. And so you tell them that, you're answering the phone and they want to get a price, y'all. And listen, you can do this. Have you seen the car shippers? The car shippers that ship your car to Texas, they don't have no tow truck. They got a cell phone and a computer and some Facebook ads. right? You answer that phone. Hello, how you doing? May I have the year, make, and model of the car? Tell me what's going on with the car. Does it have all the wheels? Does it have a key? Hold on, please. Let me find you a driver, or I'll call you right back. Let me get you a price. You call your network, toes on, put it in the chat, put it in the story, put it wherever you put it. And guess what? When they're in there, once they give you the price, you got the price. You make the price. You give that company the price. They agree to it, and now you negotiate that price with your drivers. And then whoever gives you the best price for you to make money, boom, there you go. You could do that all day long, right? All day long. There's some little languages and stuff that you got to learn, but you're going to learn that. You're going to learn that. So join the next masterclass, y'all, if you want to learn how to flip cars. But all of these ways we're going to be going through. Like all of these ways we're going to be going through, I'm going to be sharing them with you. We can't do them all every week. I don't want to keep you all day. We've been here for 35, 40 minutes. That's pretty cool, right? But you learned a lot. I talk fast. This is going to be on replay, on repeat, some shorts and all that stuff. But y'all could do this. Y'all can absolutely do this. Like there's no reason that you're not making six figures in this industry. In this industry, without a truck, with a truck makes it better. You want to be able to get as many things that you possibly can get and do what you can, but hang out with us, get with us. We're going to be having so many things. If you want, you can schedule a one-on-one. That's if once you get your the free gift that I gave you. And let me show you back your free gift if you didn't get it yet. This is just defining the ways. It's like 18 ways to make money in the industry, y'all. This gift shows you like 18 ways just in the tozone.com. You don't even have to put the freebie gift in the tozone.com, right? Oh, look, I got applauses and stuff. They should have never did that. They should have never. Somebody at the door. When Marty comes, I got to make sure. I got to be like, Marty's here, y'all. Marty's at the door. All right, so drum roll. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hey. I love that. But you guys, that's it. That is it. They call it soft hip hop. What is that? All right, that's boring. Let me find something now. Okay, no, that's not it. Okay, that's cool. We're done. We're done here, y'all, in the Toe Zone today. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. What did we say about? We got some more comments. Let me say. We are done in the Toe Zone. Yup, you got your fruit out. I'll see y'all next week. Right? Make sure you're going to join our masterclass. Come hang out with us. All the links are inside the chat. If you need anything, hit us on the Toe Zone. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, on all the channels on Facebook Marketplace. Okay, I had so much fun with you guys. Wait till we get to hook it up. I'm going to get rid of this little bell. But y'all, the money's here. The money's in the Toe Zone, and we're going to get this done. Let's do it. Let's do it. This joint is already on repeat. If you missed it, you can check us out. And I love y'all. I'm excited to be back, but we are going to turn up. I want to help you in any way and every way that I can. Until the next time, see you in the Toe Zone. Y'all got any questions before I just leave on you? Let me wait a second for questions, comments, popcorn, cigarettes. Anybody? Any questions? I'm waiting. I like this backdrop, you guys. This is pretty dope. Look at that. We look nice and clean. I'm waiting for your questions. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes. All right, y'all. See ya.